River State. It's just we are busy protecting the interests of others. What is our offense? That for once, a man from the River Island Extraction was given opportunity to serve Rivers people. And suddenly, our brothers flame up. Even though he has done mistake, which I know he has not committed any offense, I mean to say. Should that warrant impeachment of a governor from the River Island Extraction? These same people have been out of governance for almost 24 years.
But let me say this. Now, like you said, assuming, though not conceding, that any mistakes had been made, because there's none that we know about.
No,
but if we're speaking but if we're speaking in the context, hypothetically speaking, if a governor in Rivers State from the River Island Extraction commits an offense that is impeachable and is to be impeached, should it be looked at as, oh, this person is coming from this area, so let's just allow him, or the issue would be addressed?
We are learned people. Impeachment process is a constitutional matter. If anybody has violated the law, he can be impeached. Now, let me tell you, I want to appeal to the kingsmen of Alex Welle to call Alex Welle to order. We have personalities from the Joy Extraction that are product of council. The VC of Unipo is a product of council. Pa Edwin Clark is a product of council. MD and is a product of council. And so on and so forth. The Jonathans are product of council. Are you tagging these people, these personalities as militants? Is it because there's freedom of speech that somebody will just go on here and start assassinating people's character? It just are known to be men of integrity. We don't take laws into our hands. If we take laws into our hands, River State would have been boiling by now. We have made a lot of sacrifice to sustain the state. We have looked people's lapses because we want unity in River State. Because we want one River State. For this short period of time,
yes,
for just this short period of time, a certain group of people has insulted a Jos so much that it's becoming unbearable. Do I look like a militant? You know what militant means? If we are actually militant and we have a governor from the Joy Extraction and a local government chairman will insult that governor, you think that local government chairman will go scot-free?
All right, let me ask this question now. Is the IYC taking legal actions with regards to this? If it already you feel insulted and it's insulting to you, are there legal actions being taken?
We have consulted our legal practitioners, our legal officers, and at that point time we'll come up with a suit against Alex Welle. What is APARA Youth Committee of? I don't understand. I don't want to. If anybody wants popularity, if anybody wants to be recognized, it shouldn't use IYC name. Let me tell you, people have been buying.
So you think it's more political?
It's political. It's political. It's political. Let me tell you. When you talk of secretariat, what is secretariat? People have been spending billions of naira to buy gifts for their girlfriend. Politicians in Rivers State, same Rivers money. You see local government chairman living a extravagant life. Same local government money, same Rivers money. You see governors buying properties, flying jets, buying property for their girlfriend and their well-wishes, their brothers. For a governor to say he want to build a secretariat for a joint council, you now turn it to a different thing. Let me ask you, I'm happy that we still have our brothers, our leaders, our Ijo sons and daughters that are also supporting the minister. If they build that secretariat, it's not just for a joint council. It's not just for those that are saying nothing should happen to the governor. It will accommodate everybody. And let me tell you, it's a thing of interest. Equatorians are also supporting the governor. The Ogonis are also supporting the governor. So I don't know where Alex should go and do his foundings. It just are no nonsense people. Though. We are no nonsense people. We kept quiet because we want the unity of Rivers State. Does not mean we are cowards. If we are militants, Alex Welle We did not leave Port Harcourt today. But because we are not militants, and that's why I'm here, to put the record straight. Ijaws are well-cultured people. I am the chairman of Ijaw Council. Did you see me as a militant?
Right, well, some people would highlight the visit that what the IYC had. I think it was on the Borough Day, if I'm not mistaken, when the secretariat promise was made. And one of the comments, I think you were the person who made that comment, if I'm not mistaken, whenever you need us, call us. At the time, there were some people who interpreted that to mean several things, like, oh, we need peace, and so we should be mindful of the choices of our words and all that. So now that you're here, if you can explain to us what those meant for those who perhaps misinterpreted what you mean.
Brother, let me tell you, I don't like playing politics with everything. The same Ijaw youths, I told you 2015, 2019, the same Ijaw youth stood by the former governor of Rivers State. They stood by him. Go to our riverine areas. How our boys lost their life all in the name of protecting the vote of the former governor. If the same job will say they are throwing their weight behind the government of Rivers State, the current governor of Rivers State, is that a crime? Why are people misinterpreting that statement? We have been making those kind of statements.
Because there are those that will say, is the IYC supporting the governor because he is deserving and is doing what is right, or supporting him because he's from that extraction?
The governor has not committed any offense. The governor has not committed any offense. We have seen a lot of offenses in Rivers State, but see, let me tell you, no mortal can play God on earth. What is happening today, it is designed by God Almighty, and no man can play God. Rivers State here, we don't patronize Godfatherism. There's a tradition here that after 8 years you take a bow and leave. People make people. That does not mean they should play God in their life. Don't forget, Jonathan and his wife were instrumental to the emergence of the former governor of Rivers State. See, I have respect for Rotimi Chibuike. I must be frank with you. After his tenure, he said no, for the sake of equity and fairness, let the river to produce the next governor of Rivers State. But because we respect leadership, because we respect our kinsmen, when Jonathan said, we know, but the time has not come. Please, let's allow the former governor, let's give opportunity, chance to former governor to become governor of Rivers State. We abandon ours. Don't forget, 2015, Dakuku Peter Sai was the flag bearer of All Progressive Congress. But because instruction has come from our kinsman, it just rally around the former governor of Rivers State. Whatever thing we do, let's posterity be the judge. People should not panic. People should not be in haste to start calling people names. If what is happening today is against the will of the people, that will be calmer. But if it is for the interest of the people, then let the interest of God and the interest of the people prevail. People should stop playing politics. We have stood by other people. Let them overlook our lapses, if in case we have lapses, and support our governor for 8 years. We have not committed any offense. We supported others for good 24 years.
For now, it's 4 years, except if it's running again.
Baba.
It's open now. If you say 8 years, it's almost like you are sure he's going to win the next election.
It's an appeal. Okay. Let's stop this running from pillar to post just to bring down a man God has ordained to govern Rivers State. People should stop playing God. You don't want other generation to grow. People that are agitating for this, people that are castigating people, calling people names. These are people that have been in power since 1999.
All right, hold that thought. We'll take a commercial. When we come back, we'll need to know how we can tackle the politics issues in Rivers State so ethnicity doesn't take center stage.
Here's to the ones who appreciate real
Youth Council Chairman, Eastern Zone in Rivers State, Tamuno Kpokpo, Tamuno Tonyi Kpokpo. So let me put out the full name. And if you've been following the conversation, we've been discussing the IYC's role, the political division in Rivers State, the comments that came in from the chairman of the press conference committee, Alex Welle, with regards to the social political pressure group, Akbara Committee of Friends, with regards to the governor's promise to build a secretariat for the IYC, and describing that as a move to establish a militia base in Port Harcourt. Well, that has been greeted by many with disdain. And if you've been following my guest, put up the position of the IYC on it, and one of that is that, well, the courts might have to settle this situation at the end of the day. Well, if you are just joining us, you can get on Facebook to be more involved. You can watch us live. You can drop your comments, and do not forget to click the share button. Very important. On Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's where we are streaming live. On YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. We're streaming live there as well. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH as well. We're taking your comments on Facebook as we make progress. Now, let me quickly come back to my guest. Before we went on that break, I was asking that when we come back, I would need you to tell us, from your perspective as the chairman of the IYC, what we do not want is for ethnic sentiments to prevail, and then we begin to see these cracks and divides. And from your view, how do you think we can stop that from happening?
Thank you very much. Like I said, it's a phase. It will be over, and after that, there will be stability in River State. We love ourselves, we love the Ghanaians, we love the Queries, we love River State, and not under Siminala Yefubara that there will be ethnic war. We will never allow it. That's why I'm here, to put the record straight. If in case Alex Wole has low memory, let him go back and do his foundings. How the Jaws even supported the former governor of River State. Go back before the completion of 8 years of the former governor of River State. You saw IYC in government house when Henry Komali, when Sammy George was the chairman of Eastern Zone. They gave him solidarity support in River State. There are our founding fathers today that supported the former governor of River State. The likes of His Royal Majesty King Dr. Michael Ateketom. And you come on radio and insult the job people. If they are forgotten, which Ikwerema lost his life. I don't want to be sentimental, but to be honest,
let's leave that, because we don't have all the facts. I'm pretty sure anyone who lost his life is not something that
I don't want to be sentimental, but the truth be told, let's not beat war drum. We want a united River State, and let people stop demarketing River State. We have a governor that has come to liberate River State. You can have misunderstanding with him, you can have your personal grudges against him, but coming to public domain. After all, the former governor said, if I no build flyover, if I no build, who go come to for my people? If Simnala Yefuba be secretary for a joint council, which him is a product, then who come and do it for us? How much is secretariat? People are busy buying properties in Port Harcourt with billions of naira. People are busy using Julius Berger to build properties for themselves in this country, in River State here, with government money. And because the governor said he want to build a secretariat for a joint council, you now come to assassinate our character. I want to tell Rivers people, a joint council is a well-recognized and a well-cultured organization. As a chairman of council, I'm not a militant, I'm not a cultist. So I want to tell the Rivers people that the joint council, we are not militants. We have produced men of integrity that are leaders of this country. So please, Rivers people should be aware that Alex Wole is just an individual. He make that statement out of frustration. If in case he's loyal or you want to pledge loyalty to his boss, look, you go to Abuja and become a traffic marshal. Do your job there. You don't come to radio station or you don't come to public domain and insult the job people.
All right. I'm just trying to interrupt you. So when you say traffic marshal, I think that would be overstepping the bounds. When you say go to traffic marshal in Abuja, it's okay if he goes to Abuja to do whatever he wants to do with whoever he's supporting. No, let's not directly or indirectly whip up comments that would be insulting.
Thank you. I would draw that statement. That would prove to you we are not militant. But the truth be told, for just this short period of time, we have received insults from people. I've received insults from our brothers. What is our offense?
All right.
What's your offense?
We'll come to the development issues in the state. And I think you've been able to clarify a few things with regards to the IYC and its involvement in politics, and why you would support, who you would support, and how you would support them. And your support, you have said, is not based on the ethnicity of anybody. If you are doing the right thing, we support you. If you are doing the wrong thing, well, you have to face whatever the law says you should face. Yeah. Beyond that, we'll come to other areas and also get to see your views of the developments in Rivers State from the government, from the NDDC, which is a body that many identify to look at as something that's particular to this region, and we expect that a lot of the development in the Niger Delta, the NDDC plays a fundamental role. But before we do that, let's take a few messages and calls and get the response of the listener. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Now, one important thing that should be noted is the talks of ethnicity in the politics of the state should not be something that anybody should take advantage of or try to create. That sort of division is not what Rivers State needs, is not what Rivers people need at the moment. And that should be looked away from at some of the things that have been said by my guest. But for you who's listening, if you're on Facebook, how do we ensure that we do not cross that line where the politics now becomes a thing of ethnicity? Because it does not require only one ethnic group or geographic location to win an election in Rivers State. You have to have the support of everybody involved. No one person can win an election because of one group or the other. You need all hands to be on deck if you must win an election. And so that simply shows that everybody has to be together and united as one state. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, or 0817-923-0007. On Facebook, Clever Sonny says, the man in your studio has said it all. Rivers State doesn't belong to any one person. Samson Orji says, good morning, please. Have there been any governor in Rivers State that builds a secretariat for his kinsmen? If the former governor picks up an Ijo's son to be governor, please, where is the hatred? Samson Orji, I don't think anybody said that the former governor hates the Ijos. That's not what the conversation is. Amongst many things, the conversation also was addressing comments that was made by the chairman of press conference committee for the Akwara Committee of Friends, Alex Wele. Comments he made where in that conference, the communique released accused the governor of promoting ethnic sentiment, and also went on to note that the pronouncement by the governor to build a secretariat for the IYC in Port Harcourt was unacceptable and described as a move to establish a militia base in Port Harcourt. Now, it was that comment that my guest was also trying to address. So nobody has said that the former governor does not support the IYC or the Ijos or the Riverines. Okay, so let's get things straight and not mix it up. Christopher Chinuji says, we don't need ethnic rhetorics. We all need ourselves. God bless Rivers State. Yes, indeed we do. We all need ourselves. Telemath Theophilo says, political class in the state are turning the state to some ethnic grounds. When Ikwere's ruled, nothing like ethnicity was said or seen. So why should we promote that now? It is not needed. It is not needed. To the phone lines, we'll start off with Cookie Gam in Rumolomeni. Cookie Gam, straight to the question: how do we address this issue so we do not turn this into a politics of ethnicity. That is not what we want. So let's get your response quickly. And you've been listening to my guest. So what are your thoughts?
Andrew, what we do, let our brothers give us respect. One thing, let the Ikwere, the Ogoni, the Oba, the Mama give us respect as an German. And having said so, let me just say it in few seconds. Andrew, you are a German. Find a German I know. Go to the whole radio station of River State. Let us bring presenters from every tribe and bring you. I'm not saying you are made the best. You pursue one of the best in River State as a German. And a German in the present River State today will have the best in River State, a German. Bring every tribe from the Ogoni, for the Yoruba, for Russia.
But Kukigam, that defeats the essence of the conversation. I mean, everybody is the best at what they do despite wherever they come from. But the point is, we do not need to draw these lines of divisions and ethnicity and ethnic extractions and all of that. So, how do we get past that, and what do we do going forward so we do not have people addressing this from this angle?
Other tribes have ruled us for 24 years. No time a German has rise up to castigate any other tribe. For us to surpass this, for this our first 8 years want to rule now. Let other tribes also give other rest. So we give to them. That's what we're asking for. We're not asking for much, Andrew. Andrew, are asking for much? Let every other, let the Ikwere, the Oba, give what they say respect. We gave to other tribes when they were governor. Andrew, the cause of this problem, Mashahari is the cause of this problem today. I don't know. If Mashahari has done the needful to 1999, who has not this sort in Rivers, in the German has not this sort. The problem was caused by Mashahari, who gave power out to other tribes first before a German. That is what we are going for. If not in 1999, if Mashahari has given power to a German,
but Cookie Gam, thank you very much. If this is the case, if we're saying one river state, why would we also at the same time want to say, oh, you gave power out to another person before? I think whatever Marshall Ari had done at the time was from a place of one river state and trying to ensure that everybody was unified and nobody feels that they were left out or not being carried along. And I think that's the spirit that the founders of the state and the politics in the state would encourage everyone to carry on with. Muriel in Okrika, good morning.
Hi, Sammy, good morning.
You're welcome.
This is your first Joe woman.
All right, go ahead.
It's so sad to hear anyone call the Ijebu Council military. Now, the Ijebu men and women are very strong groups, honestly. When it comes to stubbornness, they are. But over the years, they show a very peaceful position. When it comes to defending liberty, the Ijebu are proving themselves strong. You know? Yes, they have. They are the ones that have come out to agitate for River State so much. And now, when they expose their way and supporting the federal governor, and he clearly came out and told us that he is going to do for his people, that whenever our people come, they should do for us. So, if our people come to decide to build the Ijebu just a secretariat, a public secretariat, and someone will come out and say the Ijebu is a militia group. Is the GDI a militia group? Does the GDI have a secretariat? Please, I beg them. Do not provoke them. Do not provoke the Ijebu.
All right, Muriel, thank you very much. David in Yenegua. All right, thank you, Muriel. Let's go to David in Yenegua. Good morning, David.
Yeah, greetings from the city of Yenegua.
You're welcome.
David West.
Go on.
As a matter of fact, indeed, statement made by, I've forgotten the name, is an unguarded statement. You see, people should be guided, or when you want to make public utterances, you have to consider the consequences of what is coming out of your mouth. So I do not in any way support the statement of, I can't remember his name any longer. You should be cautioned. I do not like the statement he made. But having said that, let me go back to my brother, the Eastern Zone chairman. You see, I've been listening to you keenly. And the world is also listening to you, because this is an international review, as far as I'm concerned. that Ijaw people decided to betray an Ijaw man, the Kuku Peter side. Tomorrow we say Boro, Boro, Boro. Boro does not have the character of betrayal. But it is unfortunate that the Ijaw people we have today who are shouting Boro's name are all people who betray people. Look at it. You have confessed to us that the Ijaw people decided to betray their own Ijaw brother, Takuku Peter side, when you needed them most. Well, posterity, you call posterity. But this is nemesis. It will continue to hurt us until you will begin to appeal, ask for the forgiveness of those people who have betrayed us, the Ijaw people, because of money. IYC is not a political group. IYC is a pressure group that is apolitical. IYC is expected to be neutral in every situation. Good morning. Thank you.
All right, good morning, David. Chima from Ada George, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yes, go on, Chima.
Yes, Andrew, let me apologize to the Ijaws. I am an Ikore man, and we don't have such character. Andrew, you see, you asked a question on how to forestall all these divisions. Andrew, people must realize that the former governor is no longer in power. So as such, the current governor needs the support of everyone. You understand? That is just the whole thing here. I'm not seeing any other thing here, Andrew. The whole thing is people are yet to come to terms that the former governor is no longer in power, is no longer the governor. So when we realize that, I think there will be peace. You understand? Look, the man that made that statement, I know him very well. He's a man whose political career is dead, is in comatose. So the only way to revive his political career is to make this kind of statement. So he can find himself in the good book of the Minister of FCT. You understand? So I think we all need each other, just like the man in the studio has said. That is the only way. Look, I have not seen anywhere government is trying to whip up any ethnic sentiment here. The government has been spread to every part of this state. Even in his project that he has executed so far. Look at it. What about the civil servant they pay this thing? They want they
Hello, Chima.
give to a job and didn't give to river people. You know, Ikore people. So please, we must give the government support. People should realize the FCC minister is no longer in power. He's not on the state.
All right.
The state belongs to everybody. Everybody is stakeholders of this state. We should realize that and come to terms with the truth. Thank you.
All right, Chima, thank you. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, my lovely brother. I want to greet your guest in the studio. I've spoken my mind. Andrew, I want to clear something. When President Goodluck is a member of PDP, that's why I say we should support Steve Arisa, who is in PDP. Takuku Peter is in APC. We cannot leave somebody that is in PDP. Somebody make a statement in Bayelsa that will betray our job. We didn't betray Takuku Peter side. They are member of PDP. So we cannot support member of APC. So that is not betraying. I want to clear that statement. My brother in the studio, you're talking very, very well. If former governor of Rivers State has known before, the job will come out to support him. Many people will die in Puguma, Aponima, in every year. Nobody die in the local government. So we should leave the present governor to rule, please. And that guy that made that statement should please apologize to the job people. We are not militants. We are well-known people in Rivers State. They are Christians. We are not militants. We never carry gun before. We never shoot gun before. The job people are well-known people in the state. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Lugard in Echie, good morning.
Yeah. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, Lugard. Go on.
Yes, I want to greet your guest. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, sir.
You see, the problem I have with my job brothers is sentiment. You know, they saw this governor as governor of only a job. That is the way they look at this governor, and forgot that it's a governor of Rivers State. It's a governor elected by Rivers people. Now, you are telling me that a governor wants to construct, build secretariat, and look at in your studio here, your guests have already said that this is just comprises of Delta, Abia, Edo, and other areas. And you want to build a secretariat of Ijaw in Rivers State with our Rivers people's money, and you expect other tribes to be happy? No, now, if at all now Ijaw is contributing money, Ijaw from Delta, from other areas, from Abia, to build secretariat. We want to have problem. We want to build a secretariat with Rivers people's money. For me, the statement by L.S. Welly, I know for calling them militia group, not a good one, but critically looking at what L.S. Welly means, it shows that yes, you cannot reuse Rivers people's money to build a secretariat in Rivers State here. I am solidly behind L.S. Welly's statement, but for that, for me, I want to say that the governor should also remember other ethnic groups. Look at, we have been shouting about ATA road. From emergency to J, we don't have road. And governor has not even thought about that. What we want to do is to build secretariat in Rivers State with Rivers people's money. I'm not a sort of that. Thank you, Lugaman.
All right, Lugaman, thank you very much. Before we get on, let's look at some messages on WhatsApp. Unfortunately, we'll get to that. We'll get to those messages on WhatsApp. On Facebook, Prince Will Wari Boko says concerning the role of the IYC in the present to destroy John Nation's activity, let there peace. This one is from Bolo. It says a person cannot bring up. Some persons appointed by the governor were tribalist, and we noted that any don't accept any person from Ikwere, only riverine areas. Which of the micro scheme are you loan scheme are you talking about? Is it the RIMA loan scheme? Nati, clarify, because I know some Ikwere people who have access and they have personally people I know. So you are talking about, and then we try to make investigations and find if that Ikwere was built. How do you mean by Ikwere was built? I don't understand that furrow. Cyril Ekie says, I'm an Orashima. We understand the politics they are playing here in River State. Even I would like to analyze. I don't think to be fair that I feel that way. At the comments that people make and the fact that certain independent actions from individuals don't use generalize or speak about who percent is what interest. Like this message now is you are listening to the call, the last call. I'll respond in under 3 minutes before you.
Thank you very much. Let me react to one idea. I just say chairman, come office off camera. Take this video direct. We have seen awarded people allies, political associate reverse money. We have seen cars bought as people with reverse money. We are not military. It's not built on the sky. It will be built in the soil of the state. No book and calculate anybody on access. So how to practice as in that kind of secretary built by government. People should listen. Jobs were given to given to other governors by job people. Why the politicize?
What about the feel that IYC should not be involved in politics or should not?
These governors going to shake our leaders. Our supreme leader, Mujahid Asari Dokubo and Dr. King Michael. Politicians going to identify with them. When they want to contest for it, they go and solicit for votes. Go and consult them. And you expect not to identify with us. There will be peace in River State. There will be no war. We can only disagree to agree on camera, on social media. There is one River State, and that's what we believe in.
Okay.
Sim will never have an headache in River State, and nobody, let me emphasize on that, nobody will give Sim headache to govern River State. We have seen how others govern River State too. Even when it's even against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we kept quiet because we don't want to divide the River State. We have seen how when people govern River State, we have people lock up people houses, people filling station because they disagree with them. The governor has not even done that. The governor has not even used 0.5% of the power.
Unfortunately, we're already out of time. But thank you for your point, Mr. Tamuno.
Thank you very much, brother.
Port Harcourt, it's time for the biggest and most anticipated family-friendly comedy show of all time. It's Fifth Service with